Namaste, this is Das, and welcome to the Why Hold On series. Now, in the previous dialogue, we looked at how a person can enter into any experience with either a fixation on some kind of outcome or with a genuine curiosity. Now, today we would like to look at something a little deeper, but it is so common, it's so much in front of us that it becomes like a norm for us, which is hope. Now, in the normal terms, society uses hope as a very positive thing, and it can be very useful to certain people in times of challenge, in times of when they are going for something big. And it seems like it's an encouragement process. The intent is to give a softer landing. So let's first look at what hope is. Hope is a bridge between your current reality and between an imaginary psychological reality which you have awareness of. So, wherever you are right now in life, for your hope to exist, you need to have a psychological version of a very happy reality and a scary reality in a future state. Right now, where you are, you are. But hope only works as a function if there is a bridge required between now and then futuristic reality. What is interesting is that for hope to exist, you have to have an intellectual awareness of that scary reality. Without that, hope can't exist because that scary reality is what creates the uncertainty of the happy reality. And hope is the bridge that all your loved ones are supporting you so that you end up in that happy reality. You can't have hope only in this reality. Hope has no function. If you're living in right now and you've accepted everything, what is there, then there is no purpose of hope. Hope will not give you anything. And we are not looking at it right or wrong. We are just looking at the mechanism that we use. Let's look at hope as a very simple thing when it comes to certainty and uncertainty. So let's say if it is your own business and you're going to open your office tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. No one says to you, I'm hoping you open the office, because there is a certainty. There is no one obstructing it. So the hope has no function. But if you're going for a job interview which is outside your control and there is other competitors, then your friends and loved ones can already say, I'm hoping you get the job, because the uncertainty is there. And for hope to exist, that uncertainty is already accepted. And see where the interesting mechanism is that the more people who give you hope, hope is like, it's like the Egyptian pyramids. Each time someone says, I'm hoping you get it, it's like a stone in that pyramid. Each time someone says, I'm hoping you get it, you get higher and higher and higher and higher. The intent with which people say they're hopeful is so that you have a softer landing. It's like an emotional parachute that if it doesn't happen, at least you know there is so many supporters who are, they can't do any encouragement because you've taken all the action. They can't change the reality because hope has no direct function to reality. Hope just gives you psychological encouragement that there is so many supporters of you who are rooting for you, who are saying, yay, I'm with you and I'm hoping you get it. They're your well-wishers. And you might feel very good about it if you have a need, if you have an awareness of that psychological reality. See, there is a understanding that hope is a universal mechanism, but it is not. It's not required by everybody. It's not applicable for everyone. And same hope doesn't work for everyone at all. And same hope sometimes doesn't work for two versions of you, which may exist in two different times, today and 10 years later. So let's look at a few examples. So let's say my father has a common cold. If someone says to me that I hope he survives okay, I'll look at him that, what are you talking about? It's just a common cold. Because the uncertainty is not within my proximity. It is not as close to me. There is nothing uncertain. It's just a common cold. But all you can hope is that I hope the cold gets better. But let's say tomorrow he has got a very complicated surgery in the hospital. The hospital itself is a place where so many people don't come back. Now he's 78. This is a complicated surgery. So that acceptance is there that anything can happen. And hence a lot of people can say, I'm hoping that he survives okay. Now, that same hope, which was not relevant today when he had the common cold, becomes totally relevant tomorrow when he has a very complicated surgery. So, hope can change for the same person in different circumstances. Now, take another example. You have two job interviews, one today, which you don't like as much, and one tomorrow, which is your dream job. So, although you're going for the interview today, what you are really hoping and what your friends are really hoping based on what you tell them, they are all hoping that you get the job tomorrow, but you're still going for the interview today. But if you don't get it, it's not going to do any damage because it's already not your dream job. But you are still going because it'll give you some kind of fulfillment for now. But the stronger your emotional investment in the dream is, the stronger the need of the hope is, the stronger is the delay in accepting that reality. Because, see, hope acts as a buffer. Reality, that future state, has not yet occurred. Because no one can give you hope about something that has already happened. It always happens in the future state. It's like a navigation mechanism. It's like a cobweb between now and then, now and then. So that's where the hope is required. And you're constantly fluctuating. You have no need to have hope if you're not fluctuating. But if you are fluctuating because of any reason, it could be emotional, survival, financial, some kind of emotional investment you are invested in that area. That's when hope is required. And also won't have the same hope in two different times. For example, let's say you're getting married today and your friends come and say, give you the best wishes, and they say, I hope both of you stay together for the rest of the lives. Now, that hope, you'll say, oh, yeah, you're my well wisher. Now, 10 years go by, apparently things are not going well, you don't like each other as much, things are very difficult, you both have grown into different paths. Now, if I come to you, I understand that your needs are different. So now I'm saying, I hope you both find peace and you both go on your ways. Because the hope that was relevant 10 years ago is not the same hope that is relevant today. But hope is always about a future state which hasn't yet arrived. We also have to see that when does hope really arrives? If you are a little further away from the uncertainty, the hope cannot arrive because that uncertainty is not within the proximity of your brain. You can't comprehend it yet. But as soon as it is in a visible distance in your own brain's idea, that hope becomes necessary requirement for some, not for everyone. So see, whenever there is hope offered, it results in a being's natural state to be inclined to one of the two ways. Either you can go into the action trajectory where you can say, I take full responsibility, this is where I want to be, and I take all actions, and that's it. A lot of athletes, a lot of business people, a lot of people in relationship, they take their actions and they're not looking at hope. However, there is a natural curiosity for so many people who go on action plus hope. They say, I've taken all my action, but I'm hoping things will change. What is the difference between the two? The ones who are going for the action, they are saying, what can I change? And the ones who are going action plus hope, they are going with the intention, what can change? What will change? What others can change? What will change in the future? So my dream is delivered to me as I want it. So that is the difference. Qualitatively, it will have an entirely different experience for both of those people. Why? Because one can take all the actions and they have accepted each reality as they are taking actions. They are not hoping for other things to change. They are just happy to observe the results. They may not like it, but they are only living in the reality. They don't have a psychological alternative state B. For someone to have hope, you're having a scary version and you're having a happy version. So you have your psychological realities and you're navigating them all the time, all the time. There is a funny side to hope too, which I find it funny. And I was talking to someone and we were discussing this topic. And let's take a very simple example. Let's say a child is going to university and there is a scholarship available. There's 100 students and you know at least 50 of them. You've been going to your child's friends' birthdays and Christmas parties and barbecues, and you're wishing them well on each envelope, on each birthday card. But when it comes to scholarship, you're hoping that your child gets it. Of course, you have an emotional vested interest. By the way, please, we are not looking at it from right and wrong perspective. We are only observing it. We are only looking at the mechanism and how it impacts. So, hoping that your child gets a scholarship, you're implying that the other 99 students who are in the class, they should not get the scholarship. But as a society, we don't say it that way. because that sounds more negative. That sounds horrible. That sounds terrible. So what we say is, we hope you get it. Take another example in the office. You've got a promotion coming up of a senior leadership position, and you go to the barbecues to your friends and common events. But when it comes to a promotion, your spouse, your partner, your friends, they all root for you, saying, I hope you get the promotion. But they're not hoping your friends get the promotion. Why? Because they have a vested interest in you. But the only way you can get that promotion is by everyone else not getting the promotion. So, see, there is irony to it, there's a dark side to it. And the reason why this becomes a super interesting review is that it exposes that what we say is what we don't mean, and what we mean is we don't say. So we need to start looking at mechanisms, what exactly we want to say, we should say it. So that's another interesting one. Sometimes the same hope can appear very different to two people. Let's say two couples have got married at the same time, and you're the common friend. Now, one of the couples want the kids, the other one couple doesn't want the kids. You go to this couple who wants the kids and you say, oh, I wish you have kids soon. I hope you get kids soon. And they'll be very happy that you're the true supporters, you understand them, you're wishing them well. Now you go to this other couple who does not desire kids, and because you are interested in having kids, you say the same thing, I hope you get kids soon. Now they will instantly think that, hang on a minute, you probably misunderstand us. What kind of friendship it is? You're giving us hope with how you look at the world, but that has nothing to do with us. And see, so hope has always got this bridge, which is only relevant to the person who has got that awareness of what is their happy state is, that futuristic state. One, second, they need to live in the future reality. If they don't live in the future reality, hope cannot serve any purpose whatsoever, because it has nothing to do with reality, none whatsoever. So the deeper question that I would like to leave with you today is that if hope comes across in your world regularly, then the question becomes, firstly, what is it that you're so fascinated about in this future reality of yours? That is the first one. Second, by using hope, what are you delaying? What are you trying to hide? What is it that is truly you're masking by using hope as a mechanism? Because see, when people who are using hope regularly, they're also delaying their action. For example, someone who wants to go to the gym tomorrow, and if they say, I hope I'll go to the gym tomorrow, then actually what they're saying is, a version of me which is excited to go to the gym tomorrow, I hope that version will come alive tomorrow morning, and that version of me will take me to the gym. But you've already accepted the fact that given how your week is going, given how your nature is, most likely you're not going to go to the gym. So if you're going to use hope repeatedly, what it is going to do, it's going to delay the action, it is going to delay the responsibility. And you start using hope as a mechanism, saying that whatever happened in your week, in your months, in your history is the reason why you couldn't go, but you're hoping things will change. So I'm not saying it works for everyone, but this is something to observe, that hope can work also in a way where it delays your action responsibility. So I leave today's topic with you with that one question, that what are you truly trying to hide by using hope as a mechanism? Until we meet next time, namaste, have a great day and have a great week ahead. This is Das signing out. Bye bye.